I'm never going to let you go. Of course, not right here at FM HDMS. Of course, we're doing an artist spotlight today on the Soulful Sounds of Afternoon Delight. I want to welcome my dear sister. She's such a fine sister. I love her hair. I want to say a special good afternoon to Marica Chisolm from Atlanta. How you doing, sweetie?
I am well. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I wouldn't pass up this opportunity because you're coming to my city when? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I get in at 5 o'clock.
Wow, and we're going to pray a safe trip for you as you fly right on down and make the smooth ride to Philadelphia. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about you. We just played this song, Used. What a magnificent spirit-filled celebration song of victory. Tell everybody a little bit about who in this world is this fine sister with that nice hairstyle, Marica Chisolm. Go ahead and tell everybody.
Marica is a wife, a mother, a sister, a friend, a worship leader, a minister of music, a lover of God's people, a worshiper to the core. And I know that I've been called to lead people to worship, so that's a little piece about me.
How do you know? How do you know you've been called to worship? Because a lot of gospel music, a lot of inspirational music is always leading down to more worship and praise. But how do you know? Tell our viewers and listeners out there that you have been called to worship.
One, I think it comes from prayer time and supplication, and really, pinpointing what it is that you do. You know what I mean? It took a while. I won't front like I knew since I was 12. I got on the praise team in my mind by accident. The Baptist church that I was at wanted a youth praise team, and I could hold a note, so I was on the praise team. But after being on the praise team, after, really praying and seeking the Lord and saying, what am I supposed to do on this earth? Because it is very strange, because nobody in my family sings.
Wow.
So, nobody. Not even in the choir, they don't sing. So it's interesting for my family, because they're like, we know this is what he called you to do, but back to the original question, I think that it comes from prayer. It comes from, what is your passion? What is it that you like to do?
Very good. Now, is this your full project, your first full project that will be coming out the beginning of next year?
It is. It's called Simply Worship, and it is a compilation of 10 songs from beginning to end that you can do in your worship time at home, at church. Yeah, it's a worship album from beginning to end.
Good. So let's talk real quick. I'm not going to keep you for long, but I really appreciate you calling in, because I want people to know that you're going to be here and where you're going to be, and we're going to connect with you as well. I got a couple of performances tomorrow with an artist, but I'm going to stop and see you. Tell people the place where you are in this, with this particular CD, as far as how God allowed you to put this thing together with praise and worship, and some of those that played a vital role in this project.
He brought it together because it was his timing. I had been trying to do an album since 2007. Songs didn't come together. Music was horrible. Singers were okay. I wasn't in my best voice. Nothing was working. So I had to be honest with myself and say, well, maybe this isn't the time that I need to be doing this.
Exactly.
Okay. So I just stopped, waited. I got married, had 2 more children, and then he said, okay, now it's time for you to do it. From my producer, his name is Trent Phillips. He has produced for Donnie McClurkin, Bishop Paul Morton, Full Gospel Church, Martha Manuzzi, a whole lot of people. We had a conversation at a Waffle House and talked about it, and he was on board. I called Tasha Cobbs, who everybody knows from Break Every Chain, and she wrote Used. She's the writer of Used, and it didn't take long, and everything just started falling in place. My brother, his name is Darius Paulk, he wrote the next single on my album called Hallelujah to the King. He wrote Nobody Greater. So he just wrote it, you know what I mean? So everything just started falling into place. And they played very big roles in the album, and in, helping me think it through. The Lord sent people every time I thought I was at the end of my rope and I couldn't do it anymore. He would send people with, here's $50, here's $100. So it was a lady I met on Twitter who paid for my mixing and mastering.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So God, He really made a way for real. Every step of the way, even with me being signed to Tascott, that was it was a very seamless process. And they're on board, and we, know that this project is a good one. Of course, I'm going to say it because it's mine.
I know that's right.
But they believe that it's a good project, too, and are putting, their efforts behind it as well.
Right. And we congratulate you on this as well. Now, tell everybody that is tuned in from Philadelphia, either way, all over the world, let our Philadelphia listeners know that you're going to be here at a wonderful church, and I think you're going to be here a couple of days, and we're going to get a chance to see you, too. So go ahead.
I am doing Open Door Ministries tomorrow with Bishop Maureen Davis, and that is at 7:30. And then Friday morning, I'm coming to do TBN.
Wow.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So I'll be there. And then I'm doing some other radio stuff. I'm doing the Lonnie Hanna show. I'm doing Radio Robin. And some other stuff. So I'm just trying to maximize my time while I'm there in you all's great city. I've never been to Philadelphia, so I got to get a cheesecake before I leave.
That's right. And did you say cheesecake or cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak.
That's what you got to get. I'm telling you, I know the best places in the city. We got to hook you up.
Absolutely. Please do.
Well, we're so glad that you could join us. What would you like to say to the listeners and viewers out there today about your project and just who you are as a woman of God?
I know that you'll love the project if you're a worship leader, if you are a parishioner, if you're a minister of music, whatever you are in your church, you'll love the album. Me as a woman of God I am simply Marica, and that means I try not to be too much, and I just want to be who He's called me to be.
Absolutely.
And that's who we are. I want to be a good wife. I want to be a good mother. I want to be a good worshiper. I want to be an excellent Christian.
Sounds
good. At the end of the day.
I know that's right. You just want to be used, as the song says on the project.
Come on here, somebody.
Well, Marica, I'm praying a safe travel for you and whoever else is coming with you and some of the people here from Philly that's going to connect with you. And I'm going to be at an earlier performance that I need to be at for a live broadcast and interview, but I'm going to make my way over there to see you at Bishop Maureen's church, okay?
Thank you so much.
Listen, thank you so much for taking the time. We didn't want to miss this opportunity. I believe in spotlighting good folks and people that are spirit-filled and people that truly have a fresh word and a great song, and you definitely have it birthed in you, my sister.
And I appreciate that for real.
Absolutely. Real quick, before we let you go, you want to give any shout-outs real quick? Go ahead.
Shout out to my manager, Ken. Shout out to my children, Destiny, Skylar, and TJ, and my husband, Thomas. Honey, that's it.
Okay. All right, Marica. Well, you take care, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Make sure you tell everybody about our radio station.
I absolutely will.
All righty. God bless you.
Bless you.
All right. Bye. FM HDMS, your HD1 station. We give you the music fresh and first. And